First, semantic field and lexical relation. Semantic fields. The definition of semantic fields can be viewed into a broad perspective and a specific perspective. The broad view of semantic field is defined by dictionaries. In sum, semantic fields can refer to a set, categorization, or organization of words lists interrelate to one another by lexical or semantic relations. For example, semantic fields is flower, and lexical relation is rose, sunflower, and jasmine. Lexical relations. The relations between words in a particular word list that make the words organized is called the lexical, semantic, or sense relations. The scholars have grouped the lexical relations into different types. Therefore, in general, we could arrange types of lexical relations into 6 groups: synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, hypernymy, meronymy, and holonymy, which can be matched into 3 pairs of relations. The first pair is synonymy and antonymy. Synonym refers to the relation of words which convey same or similar meanings. There are 3 kinds of synonymy. First, absolute synonyms. Expressions that are fully, totally, and completely synonymous. For example, abbreviation and their full forms, such as CD is compact disc, NP is noun phrase. Second, partial synonyms. Expressions that are synonymous but not absolutely so, such as high is conceal, street is horse, spectacles is glasses, and the last one is near synonyms. Expressions that are similar but not identical in meaning, such as mist to fog, stream to river to brook. The synonyms of happy is glad, gay, cheerful, and joyous. And the synonym of sad is dark, sorry, jealous, and sorrowful. Antonymy refers to the relation of words which convey the opposite meanings. There are 5 types of antonymy. First, complementary or binary pairs, either or alternatives within a domain, such as even and odd, dead and alive, past and fail, hit and miss, present and absent. The second, grabbable antonyms. Grabbable comparisons, such as hot to warm, to tepid, to cool, to cold. The third is reverse, opposite directions, such as above and below, left and right, pull and push, front and back. The fourth is converse or relational antonyms, the relation between entities from alternate viewpoints, such as before and after, below and length, sell and buy, give and receive, teacher and student. And the last one is taxonomic sisters, more than 2 alternatives within a domain, such as co-hyponyms. For example, Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. The second pair is hypernymy and hyponymy. Hypernymy refers to the relation of conclusion in which meaning of a more general word in taxonomy. Hyponymy refers to more specific words in taxonomy. So X is kind of Y. Y represents the hypernymy while X represents hyponymy. The example 1. Color is hyponym, and red, white, black is hyponym. And the example 2. Flower is hyponym, and rose, jasmine, orchid is hyponym. The last pair is holonymy and meronymy. The words showing part-whole relations are called meronymy and holonymy respectively. So A is part of B while A represents meronym and B represents holonyms. For example, holonyms is tree and meronyms is trunk and leaves.
Comprehensive analysis procedures. Semantic features. In order to analyze any referential meaning, one must identify those necessary and sufficient features that distinguish the meaning of any one form from every other form, which might compete for a place within the same semantic territory. Semantic features, primitives, components, markers, and distinguishers are constituent features formed the meaning of a word. Binary features is a combination and distinguished. Scientifically, water is from by H2O. Semantically, water is contracted by combination liquid and clear, distinguished taste and odor. Each constituent feature from the meaning of a word is called a semantic component or semantic feature. As explained above, that a word is composed of the combination of meanings as water is conceptually defined as a substance that is in the state of clear liquid with no taste and odor. Cow refers to a female animal in cow family, whereas bull is male and calf can be either young male or female. Comprehensive analysis, or CA, is a semantic mean to analyze the elements of the meanings of words in the same semantic field based on contrastive features. Second, semantic components. 1. Sharing common components or categorized words. 2. Search for the meaning. 3. Analyze shared features. 4. Analyze distinctive features. 5. If it is predictable, it is correct. 6. Describing the components systematically. Example, binary features. Semantic Relations and CA. Antonymy is different meaning. For example, ผู้ชาย and ผู้หญิง they are human and adult, but ผู้ชาย is a man and ผู้หญิง is not a man. Weak points of CA. 1. Features are binary. 2. Categories have clear boundaries. 3. All members of a category have equal status. Where does the category come in? Number 1, number 2, 3, and 4 discount the cap because they have handles. But number 3 and 4, if without handles, it can count the ball.
Finally is sense variations. It's about sense variations and the effects. Sense variations has two things. The first is homonyms or homonymy. The second is polysemy. Next. Firstly, homonyms or homonymy is words that are pronounced and or spelled the same, but their meanings are different. Homonyms or homonymy has two things. First is homoglophs. Second is homophones. Homoglophs is words that spell the same but are different in the meanings. For example, the word to close to the door, to closest. Homophones is words that are pronounced the same, but their spellings are different. For example, vegetarians do not eat meat, and where shall we meet for lunch? Types of homonyms. The first is total or full homonymy. The second is partial homonym. First of all, total or full homonymy is two words share all properties such as sound, spelling, and parts of speech, yet convey unrelated meanings. For example, first, to blow is mean to send out a strong current of air. Second, to blow is mean to produce flowers. Secondly, partial homonym is two unrelated words share some properties. For example, except and accept, lose and lose. Move on to polysemy. It's a word that has several related meanings. For example, do you walk the dog every day? Next topic is effects of meanings. The first is underspecification or vagueness. The second is ambiguity. Underspecification or vagueness is an expression or an utterance that is lack of specification or unclear. Types of underspecification or vagueness. The first is referential vagueness. The second is determinacy of meaning. The third is lack of specification of the meaning of an item. Ambiguity is an expression or an utterance that can be interpreted in more than one way. Types of ambiguity. The first is lexical ambiguity. The second is compositional ambiguity. The third is contextual ambiguity. This is the different things of homonymy versus polysemy.